So I feel like dog poop. Sample's pretty decent. Go for a different cob. Ugh.
What's going on here?
It's moist, Brody. Look at that. Wow. Good afternoon. It's finally dried off enough. Not my head though, that's dripping water. So this is 2 days after we got rained out, so it's just been drizzly, miserable weather, honestly. Sun really hasn't come out. Ground conditions are going to be very wet still, but we got some wind, so we're hoping that the plants have dried off a little bit so that this works better than the last video you guys seen. And I just wish that I felt a little better. I woke up this morning and I had a sore throat, and that turned into a migraine. Took a nap, 2-hour nap in the shop on the couch. So I feel like dog poop. Like, just don't feel good at all. I'm glad we didn't have to roll right away this morning because it's been pretty tough. If I had a 9-to-5 job, I would not be at work right now. Okay, it does look like the plants are pretty dry. I'm sure the snouts will get wet eventually, but so far looks pretty decent. I see the raccoons have been doing what raccoons do when you farm next to a slough and trees. They left us nothing here in this 12 rows. Maybe more like 24 just about. Yeah, oh, 1.5, 2 bushel an acre. Wow! They can really do some damage. It's truly unbelievable. The only thing I wish they would do, because I understand they need to eat too, but I wish that they would like take cob, eat the whole cob. But no, they take a cob, take 2 bites out of the cob, and then go for a different cob. Very wasteful, actually. Oh my gosh. Brody, you were down there. That's some of the worst trenches I've seen this year. You were down a foot on the side hill. And then my pass, I don't sink at all. That's strange. Well, this is a totally different experience than before the rain. Before the rain, I would have put this field probably in the 18-19% because that south half of this field we combined, that share crop, went to town. It was in that 18-19%, so I'd say this was similar. And now we're at 23-24%. The rain will get on the corn cobs and it soaks into the corn, so now it's wetter, which is taking a ton more horsepower. I did not realize how much more horsepower that was going to take, but she unloading on the go, that wet stuff, she really works, I'll say that. For 5 miles an hour, which we've typically been traveling 5 to 6 miles an hour this year due to the lack of yield, and actually had plenty of power at that speed. Now 5 miles an hour and she's about all it wants. But the wetter the corn, the more friction it takes throughout the machine, especially the unload system. I guess I shouldn't be that shocked. And ground conditions are actually quite bad. We ended up getting a ½ an inch of rain is what we ended up with. And I'll show you when we get to the south end on that field we combined maybe a week ago. It is bad. The 9RX literally almost got stuck. Not from like sinking really, it's just grease. So greasy. But unfortunately, with highs being 60s, low to mid 60s, and night times being 40s, I think our drying weather is gone with. So I think from here on out, it's probably gonna be pretty greasy. Of course, dry some, but it ain't gonna be like 2-3 days and right off. So that's from Jordan. That's what that headland was looking like. Obviously wasn't good. Crab steered it out of there. He did get it out, but it looks like it. He said he was going like 1 mile per hour. Ugh. Yeah, I think it's a good choice to stay off this headland, Jordan. These are the tracks that he left climbing this. It's got grade to it, so it was trying to pull it uphill. But there's the tracks. Only sunk like this much, but it's just grease, so it filled his lugs and he had no traction. Oofda, oofda, oofda. That is, oh, that's a little Minnesota there. Oofda. Eh? Combine has no problem other than it's a little greasy to steer. And of course, my first breakthrough through the field, I run into a tile inlet. Ooh, she's wet here. Look at this mud. Look at these ears. And we wonder why it's 140 bushel corn in areas or less. I see the old cement tile is starting to suck there. It is actively running about a 1/4 inch. That ain't much, but we're still full. So I'm gonna set this behind the head. Yeah, I can't put it here because then he'll mow it off. Then we put them in at an angle. So then if you're driving around the field, see one at an angle, you know it hasn't been moved back. It works pretty good. Ooh, they're rubbery. Look at that. Wow. No wonder. I don't know. I've never ran my rotor so fast. Like 400. A lot of 400, 380, 400. Rubbery buggers. We're getting it off, but yeah, they're not very big. Brake steering. It's a downside to the track combine is, well, it's mud here anyways. I think you'd need brake steering, but even in dry conditions, you do a lot of stepping on the brake to turn, especially like what I just did there. Turn around and get right back on the next set of 12 rows next to you. Yes, Brody, I looked at the weather and I am very disappointed. What the heck is Haiti? I've never seen that town on the map in my life. Haiti? Someone I bet lives there that's watching this video. Ditch. Aggressive ditch. I guarantee you that this spot stands out on the yield map. Old Grove site. Look at that. That's gonna be cool when we get that formed. Finish it. It'll be just a nice little green box. Well, it's obviously been windshield wipers here for 15 minutes and the red wave is coming. Dad don't want to unload any more trucks because there's lightning in the area. If we get a lightning flash, it can flash the power and kill the leg under full load, so he says he's not unloading any more trucks, so I guess that's going to be it for today. We got something done, I guess, maybe 60, 80 acres, better than nothing. It was kind of nice to have a little rain delay break because we did fix a bunch of stuff on some trucks and just got everything tuned up again. Did our 50-hour service, which, speaking of that, I never zeroed out my maintenance. Zero, okay. Oh yeah. So I guess tomorrow, hopefully it gets its business done tonight, and hopefully we can roll tomorrow late morning. We'll see what happens. Morning. Morning. I guess it's time to maintain the Buick. Yeah, you're probably over it with your little unit. Oh yeah.
It is little.
Oh, how many miles overdue are you?
Couple.
Couple.
1,000.
Doesn't
I put my
even
tabs on too.
doesn't even maintain his vehicle.
What?
So it's gonna be another very slow morning, which is okay, I guess. I got to sleep in. Throat still don't feel good, Brody. I don't think it's like what you had, but it's really, I appreciated the extra 2 hours of sleep this morning.
What's going on here? I think my door is full of water. Well, that's concerning.
You can hear it slosh. And now we're cleaning floor. I went and felt the corn plants. They're more damp than I want, but I think 11 o'clock we're gonna fire up because everyone's getting impatient, including myself. Just want to get something done. I want to go combine.
Picking the clearest spot. What was that?
My water. Oh my God, she's moist. It's moist, Brody.
Sunny at least.
Yeah,
Wind.
sun and wind. It'll get going here. It'll get going. Oh, my windows. If I just quit cleaning them, does that mean it'll quit raining on them? Oh, that window washed off nice. The downwind window is terrible. Okay. So I was told by Deere to turn off my battery kill switch every night and make these do a hard boot every day. It's supposed to fix my cameras going black. Guess it's a software issue that Deere knows about and have no solution as of now. That's what I was told anyways. Definitely didn't get drier as far as ground conditions go. Like I said earlier, it's probably not going to dry that much, which brings me great concern on tillage side of life. But continue following along and we'll see how it goes. And the first pass of the day begins. That slough up there, I don't know if you can see it. The ducks are just circling it. Man, they're just going crazy. It's just packed full of big mallards, it looks like. Duck hunter's dream taking place out there. All right, we finished the first mud hole. That was kind of stressful. Grain carts couldn't get to us where we needed them to be, and just because it was so wet. A lot of side hill seeping, like springs, and then trying to climb up, and very bad. Anyways, this is the field, and to go back to last night, what I filmed saying that this old grove site would show up. Yeah, look at that. Now there's no water issues there, but just lots of P&K from trees being there. So that's kind of cool. Now we're moving to another field here down the road, maybe 3-4 miles. And I'm speculating that's going to be another really wet one. It's flat, does have some tile, but it don't like water. So we're rolling out here on the highway, gonna throw our mud off as quick as possible, and then the mud cleaning crew will be down with the box scraper to scrape the road off. Works better actually on a highway. I don't like doing it to a highway, but it works better to do it on a highway because then they can scrape it off a lot cleaner, not scrape the gravel. That is so quick. The reel needs to be orifice down. It's so jerky. Scared I'm gonna break it. Brody wouldn't share the cart, so I had to unload on the headlands. I'm telling that to the people because they just watched me have to unload on the headland because wouldn't share the grain cart. So we're walking across this field pretty good. It's a very nice field for being square and efficient. So things are going pretty well. I want to show you this. So that is what we've harvested so far, which is now not going to load because I touched it. But once again, obviously some suppressed areas of the field. That's like 100 bushel corn. And then there's 220 bushel corn out here. But look at where the tile lines are right there. We haven't gotten up there yet, but just a lot better where there's tile versus where there is not tile. It's just crazy to me that even though it rains so much, yes, tile is supposed to do that, improve yield, obviously, but just with how wet it was, how much of a difference still. Like, I thought the tile maybe wouldn't even keep up, especially in this field with how flat it is, and it's a substantial difference, which is awesome. So I haven't said much about the head differences because there isn't too much of a difference. So they pick corn the same, they feed the same. The only difference is you got to drive a little bit more straight with this one. Like what I mean by that is like coming into the headland, you want to not be swerving around or off a headland into the main pass because it won't cut as well. But other than that, I mean, this one definitely pulverizes the stalks a lot more, but otherwise they're virtually the same. Cut nice and even. This one is supposed to give me more horsepower, or take less horsepower, so give me more horsepower. I haven't ran the other one, so I don't know, and we just pick a speed and kind of go that way. I will say Brody's fuel light as I was flashing before mine, but not by much, maybe by like 1 bar. That's what we've seen so far. Sample's pretty decent. I've been letting the autonomy do some setting out here to see if it can do anything different, but it kind of bounces around and changes a little bit. I don't know if I really notice a difference. Let's see what it's doing right now. So it's always changing the rotor, and I don't know if that's because it's trying to chase the variability out here, and then it's kind of playing with my sieve a little bit. Like right now it's closing itself down. It was at 10. Which I think is trying to take out some cobs and maybe sticks. You get into the lesser yielding corn, and that seems to be an issue. The machine just ain't running full, so I think it's maybe chasing itself a little bit, but it's interesting to watch it think and work. So far today, I haven't disagreed with anything it's tried to do. Haha! When you're leader, you can go around those. It's in Brody's Pass. With that being said, my first strikeout through the field. On this field, I personally ran into 2 flags, had to stop and get out and move around to the back of the head. It's just like, Brody was laughing. Oh, your leader? How come you don't avoid them? Wasn't paying attention. Hey, by the way, this is a new shirt from our new apparel company, Bunker Branding. I really like this color. Looks like it's a little weathered, which really covers dust nice in this fall season. So if you have any interest, it's down in the link in the description on our website, larsonfarmsmn.com. Go check it out. Thanks for supporting the new brand. We just switched to this new company, and so far really liking it. New hats, everything looks really good, high quality. Well, of course it works out where Brody's got the last 12. So on to one of Eric's fields, actually. Should be exciting. Tomorrow we got a test plot we got to do there, so that video should be exciting. Yeah, we're done here. What do we have? 186. We're at 186, which is better than I thought it was going to be because the summer this whole field was a lot of yellow out here, but looks good. Last pass of the night. A little twisted up here. It's time for this variety to leave the field. Well, yeah, I think that's a wrap. We did what we could out here. We have this variety stuff going on. That will be probably tomorrow morning. We'll see if the game plan changes. You know how they like to change. But right now we're out of fuel. We weren't full this morning because of the rain out. We only combined a few hours yesterday. So yeah, we're out of fuel. We're shutting down. It is 9 o'clock anyways, so it's not like we're quitting early or that much earlier. And I really could use some more sleep because of the virus I'm fighting. It's really just not been the greatest day again. Hopefully tomorrow, my throat does feel a little bit better today, so hopefully tomorrow I'm a lot better. We'll see. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.